Alright guys, so here I'm going to do the more channeled version of the pocket. I'm actually doing that this time. This is a lot based on what I learned from a mainly mesh tutorial on the original Eclipse. Did that for a kid, he liked it. Now we're on to the Eclipse 2. So I wanted to make a similar pocket. It wasn't, the one I did for him originally wasn't exactly the mainly mesh pocket, but it was a variation of it. And a lot of that has to do with how you start the pocket. So let's just get into it. We're gonna go through, after the tied off one, we're gonna go through the next plastic. We are gonna find this diamond that looks like it's below the one we tied off on. This is a 12 diamond row, so this is the third one in. We're just gonna go up it, and this is just a basic loop start. Back in the plastic, back up the diamond, yank it down, keep it tight, and we'll do the same thing. Back in the plastic, back up the diamond, crank that. Alright, so what we're going to do is, what we're working on here is pulling the mesh this way instead of that way to create the channel. So what we're going to do here is we want to lock the next diamond that looks like below the one that we looped on, which is the second diamond in on this 11 diamond row. We want to lock that in with an anchor knot, and the way that we're going to do that is we're going to go down this 11th diamond right here, get the string out of my way, down the 11th diamond there. We're going to skip a sidewall hole. Well, you can skip a sidewall hole, so now we're on the 4th sidewall. We're going to go in through the outside. We are going to go up this second diamond in there, and now let's see how I can explain this. I'm going to leave this slack a little bit here so that when we take the diamond up, we can go down. See how it's under that? Down through there. And now we're just going to tighten it like we would with any anchor knot. That's how I like to do it. Yank that tight. Hold it there. Take the string and really get after it. Pull it down. Pull it this way. Pull it that way. Cool. So we can see we're starting to get the diamonds pulled in. And so now we want to do the next thing with the diamond that looks like it's below that, which is the second diamond in on this 12 diamond row. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go down that next 12 diamond, or first diamond, whatever how you want to call it, down that very next sidewall hole. We go in through the plastic, and now we're going to go up this second diamond here. So not the one we went down, but the one next to it, just like we did before. We're going to go up. We're leaving the slack here so that we can go back through it. It's just an anchor knot, guys. It's just kind of a funny way to do it. Tighten that down. Pull that really tight. Pull it really tight. Looks pretty good. Alright, and now we're going to do that one more time with the next one that looks like it's below the one we locked, which is an 11, the first one on the 11 diamond row. We're going to go through the plastic, up through the diamond, and back through the little hole. And probably we'll go back and restring this when after I'm done filming. I kind of feel like it comes out poorly when I string into it this way, just because usually like I'll turn the head different ways, whatever. Anyway, so now we've got our loop. We locked down a 8 diamond, we locked down a 9, we locked down whatever. We locked those 3 down. I won't go back through it, but it just sort of looked like the next one every time. It's kind of like easy to see as you're doing it, as long as you just kind of do the one below it. So now that we've done all those anchor knots, I mean, you could do SIs there. I just like to get the knots in on those high ones. Now we're going to do a lot of SIs in a row. So if you know how to do an SI, just keep going, and it's going to be till like, I think we're going to do like 9 in a row or something. So I'm not exactly sure because I got to figure it out as I do it. Or I haven't written it, I should say. So down the diamond, in through the plastic, back up the diamond so that it forms an interlock on the inside there. If you don't know how to do an SI, I mean, hopefully you can figure it out by what I'm doing, but you should watch like somebody's tutorial on it. ECD Greg, shout out Greg. Anyway, down. Next one, same thing. So this pocket, I don't know. I feel like it might be a little bit too channeled. I know, too channeled, what's that? But like I said, I'm trying to keep it consistent for a younger player. And you know, if you try my other, there's, you know, I made 2 patterns for this. The other one's still pretty channeled. It's just a little baggier than this. It's basically everything. It's almost the same pocket. It's just everything shifted up a little bit to let some of the tension out of the channel. All right, so let's see. I've done 3 so far. You know, I would really love if you try both of these. Even try one of them. One of the patterns, try both of the patterns. I'd really love some feedback. That's like a lot of why I do this is the more people that can use my pockets, well, my pockets, whatever. The pockets I'm stringing, I don't take it that seriously. The more people that can do it and use it and tell me about it, then I can become a better stringer. And that is what I want because, I don't know, why not be as good as you can be? All right, let's see. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. This is normally the point where maybe here, one up, I'll stop and I'll do the same thing on the other side. For the purposes of a tutorial, I'm just going to go straight through this one sidewall, but I think that it comes out a little bit more symmetrically if you like do half, go back, do the other half, flip back and forth. So anyway, we've got our loop, 3 anchor knots, and so far 5 SIs. And so anyway, I would encourage you guys to pause it or rewind it to redo it on the other side right now. Or not, you know, whatever, I don't. Some people string straight through, whatever. So we are gonna keep going here. This is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 6th SI. Really important thing, guys, is that we're pulling all the tension out, especially because we're not doing knots. The reason I'm not doing knots is because a knot will bring the mesh further this way on the plastic, which I just don't want here. Yeah. So 6 SIs down. I think we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 more. I think. Let's see. And also, it's just really important to make sure that the that you like pull on the pull on the mesh to just get the SI sitting how you want them to. So now we're 7 in. This makes 8. Alright, and one more SI. Besides using my baggier tutorial, another thing you could do is just like, instead of doing all SIs here, you could start turning some of these into ones probably. I don't know, there's just like a million ways to do it. If you find one that you like better, tell me. Like, hey, your pattern's cool, but here's what I would do differently. Or here's what I did differently and I liked it more. Like, I want to know. So anyway, now we are just going to do basically 3 ones. So I'm going to go down. Got to try and keep this really tight. I'm going to go down, I'm gonna go in through the plastic, and I'm gonna do knots here, just because why not? Make sure your knots. Oh, this is probably stupid to do if I'm gonna redo it, because getting knots out when you tie them really tight kind of sucks. But maybe I won't redo it. It's looking pretty good. Looking like I did a pretty good job this time. So we really want that tight. Pull the diamonds out, let them do their thing. What's up, Tink? Alright, now we're going to do that again. Same thing. Do the outside. Well, one good way to really make sure that help you pull the tension out of it, I learned this from Big Sam's video when he was with Pal, is to put your thumb on it like that to use it. I don't know, it's like a counterpoint. Anyway, starting to see how the pocket's gonna turn out. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one more, but we're just going to tie it into the outer throat hole. So there's 6 throat holes. We're just gonna use one to finish. So we're gonna go down through the mesh. I guess you like the up and down thing, like I don't know. I like always string down and for my ones instead of up. So we're gonna go down through this, right? And what we're gonna do is just to keep the tension here. If I just tied a knot here, inevitably this would start doing this, and it will anyway. But to mitigate that a little bit, I'm just gonna redo that. I'm just gonna go back down, and I'm not going through the mesh again. It's not like a loop. It's just if I do this, pull the tension out. Heck, you can even do it one more time if you want to. Why not? So now I've got it looped like that. I'm gonna tie my overhand knot. I'm gonna pull it out. See how much I pulled out there. I'm gonna tie another one. I pretty much do this every time I finish a stick, not just a goalie one. Same way that I did in the top string. Boom. That's what it looks like. So let's see how the pocket's coming. You can get a pretty good idea of what it's about to look like there. So let me go ahead and finish the other side, and then it will be time for the bottom string. Yeah.